Amazing grace, how sweet.
Some journeys are measured not in miles, but in years.
That saved
Like the one that brought us here to Faith Family Church in Shiloh, Illinois. After more than 7 decades, U.S. Navy Seaman First Class Robert Monroe Temple has finally come home.
But now I see.
Temple was just 19 on December 7th, 1941.
I remember our sitting around the radio at my aunt's, quite a few of the family, listening to the events of Pearl Harbor.
From the NBC newsroom in New York, President Roosevelt said in a statement today that the Japanese have attacked Pearl Harbor.
On the day that will live in infamy, Bobby Temple was aboard the USS Oklahoma when it was hit by Japanese torpedoes. In the weeks that followed, 3 telegrams arrived at the family home. The first 2 to say he was missing, the last to declare him dead. It was gut-wrenching news, especially for Bobby's mom.
She was such a pleasant woman, happy and all, and she just changed, and she was just sad all the time.
429 men perished when the Oklahoma went down. Remains were recovered, but many were unidentified, which is like reading the last chapter but not being able to close the book.
I remember my mom always had express this glimmer of hope that some way, somehow, someday, he's going to show up, because there was no body to identify.
That is until a few months ago when a call came from the U.S. Navy. Through DNA technology, the past could finally speak. They identified Bobby's remains.
I swelled up with tears, and it was really a moving time.
Since Bobby Temple's body wasn't found for so many years, there was never a funeral, never a memorial service, never any closure, until now.
Bobby's memorial service was something bigger than just the Temple family.
Like a bookmark in their memories, he'd never been forgotten, but this was a chance to remember.
And after boot camp, he was stationed on the USS Oklahoma.
Full military honors in front of friends and strangers, veterans, and family from all over the country.
Iowa, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, and some further away.
Arnold Creek drove 300 miles to play taps. He never met Bobby Temple, but his dad did. They were friends. Dean Creek was a Pearl Harbor survivor.
Dad passed away in 2010, and so no way he could be here to know any of this was happening. And I just feel so honored to get to represent the family.
When we've been there.
More than anything, this service was to thank Robert Monroe Temple for his service.
I have to say there's a bit of pride knowing that my uncle was one of those that gave his life for my freedom, my liberty. He made a difference.
From knowing nothing to a day that meant everything. After 76 years, Bobby Temple finally reached the end of his journey.
We first begun.
We have him home now.